again and welcome back to another Inktober video. This video is for days 5 to 10. It is currently day 14, so I am officially 4 days behind. I haven't actually done an Inktober image apart from these in this video, so I'm going to try and catch up today, but I've had such a busy week at work that I haven't been able to do it and I'm so tired. So if this voiceover is really bad, I apologise. I am basically still asleep. So let's start with this first image. This is the Hawkbill Sea Turtle. So I'm still following my endangered animals theme and I'm still in the sea doing sea animals. So the Hawkbill Sea Turtle is super endangered, critically endangered actually, and they are normally found in warm oceans and they feed on things in the coral reefs like sea anemones, I'm not quite sure how to say that, and jellyfish and sea sponges, and they kind of help keep coral reefs healthy by getting rid of like the bad stuff. And the reason why these guys are endangered is mainly due to like illegal tourism, I guess. So I found online that they're sold for their shells a lot. So I decided to do like a little pattern on the outside to follow the pattern of the turtle, and it was really fun doing this. It took forever. My battery was actually dying while I was doing this, so I don't have a lot of the footage, so it skips a bit. But yeah, Inktober was still going strong at this point, and I'm still really enjoying it. I can't wait to get back to it, hopefully today. So I'm not sure if my line work's getting any better. I think when I take the time to actually try and do a line nicely, it comes out quite nice, like here. But in one of the later ones in this video, I think I did the entire thing in about 15 minutes because I was really low on time that day. And when I rush the ink, the lining definitely gets a lot thicker because you're just kind of pushing down a lot and you're just trying to get it over with. So I think the image still turned out well, but I definitely think you need to take your time when you do this kind of stuff. So that's the Hawkbill Sea Turtle. And then this is the image that I did really fast. So it's the blue whale. The blue whale is, like, as you guys probably know, the largest animal in the world, which is crazy. And they said it weighs as much as 33 elephants, which got me thinking, how do they know how much an elephant weighs? Like, are their scales big enough to weigh an elephant? Do all elephants weigh the same? And how do they even know the whale weighs 33 elephants? Because I doubt they could weigh a whale. So I'm not really sure. I think they estimated on that. It could be 34 elephants, who knows. So it weighs a lot, as I've just said, but it swims in salt water, so I'm sure it doesn't feel its own weight. And it can hold a ton of krill in its stomach. And apparently it is louder than a jet engine. So there we go. That's interesting facts for today. And the blue whale plays a critical role in the health of the environment as it's the top of the food chain. And they are mainly threatened by environmental change and fishing equipment like most sea animals. So even though I rushed this one, I actually really love how it turned out. I think because I rushed it, I was just like, I'm just going to put paint here and here and here and hope for the best. And it all kind of smudges into each other, but I think it actually is a really lovely texture. And then for the gold, I was like, how am I going to fill up this space fast? So I thought, I'll just put a gold triangle behind it. No one will even know that I did that as a time-saving technique. But unfortunately, I didn't really put the gold down very well, so it's not like a smooth finish. So I think I need to work on my technique there. This is the most gold. I think I'm pretty sure I used a third of this bottle. but it's definitely striking when it's dry and it catches the light. And then I did these little dots because I figured there'd be little, you know, like sometimes whales get those little things on them, like mollusks, is that what they're called? You know, the little things that like stick to their skin. And I know you see them a lot on humpback whales, but I didn't know if blue whales had them, but I figured it would be nice just to add them for a little bit of texture. And as you can see here, see, I'm like super rushing the lines, so the lines are like really thick and I mean, it looks fine. I do think that you need to kind of like have a finesse when you do this kind of stuff, so if you're not really in the right mindset, like I wasn't, it's not really going to work that well. I still think it turned out pretty nice though. So yeah, that was the blue whale. And then the next one is actually my favourite one I've done so far, I think. Mainly because of this little bit I did here. So it's a great white shark, and I was looking through pictures of great white sharks, and obviously you can do them, oh yeah, look at that. You can do them swimming, or, you know, like with the jaws open, like scary shark. But I saw this one jumping out of the water and it looked so graceful, and I thought it would be so cool to do like an ink splatter, and I love how that turned out. I think it turned out really nicely. So this is the great white shark. I didn't even know these guys were endangered, but apparently they are. Their numbers are decreasing mainly because they're hunted for their fins, their teeth, and also for sport fishing. So that's not very cool, is it? I don't know why they're hunted for their teeth though, because I'm pretty sure sharks' teeth fall out a lot, so you can just collect them from like the ocean floor. But yeah, this is probably the most colourful. Like, I've used all the colours apart from green here. I don't really like the green that much in this set actually. I mean, I like it, I do like it, but not as much as the purples and the blues and stuff. This is the Liquitex muted colour set, by the way. I'll pop the name of it in the description. But it's muted acrylic inks, and I'm really enjoying using them a lot. So I always thought I'd like to go shark cage diving, but then I found out that the shark cages actually take the sharks like miles and miles away from their natural feeding area, because they're drawn to the stuff they put in the water to attract them, and it's actually really damaging to them. So I don't think I'll be doing that in the future, even though I think it would be awesome to see sharks so close. And then I'm just finishing it off with like a really skinny, thin circle of gold, and I'm really happy with how the circle came out. I think it's really circular in shape, which is good. And then for the next one, we also have another shark. This is the Scalloped Hammerhead shark, and it's actually going to be the last of the sea creatures, and then I'm moving on to birds after this. So the hammerhead shark, the Scalloped Hammerhead shark, is one of the most endangered sharks globally in the world, and it's found in shallow coastal waters, so it lives quite close to the shore. It was threatened by overfishing and being caught as bycatch, so when they catch other fish, I guess it's caught in their nets and, you know, gets killed or drowns or something. And it's called a Scalloped Hammerhead shark because it has these ridges on its head, which makes its head look a little bit like a shell, like a scalloped shell, which I thought was pretty cool. And these guys were really fun to draw. Like, they always look like they're really sad because their little mouths are always in that kind of frowny shape, but I love their huge eyes on the side of their head. Always makes me think of A Shark's Tale. I think they were hammerhead sharks in A Shark's Tale, the film. They were cute. So this is another pretty simple one today. I'm trying to like change it up every day, do a different kind of background shape, or like one day have it in a circle, one day have the entire page taken up, just to keep it a little bit interesting. So this one, I wasn't really sure what to do, so I kind of did like a ray of sea, I guess, like a ray of colour, and I think it looks quite nice, like the compositionally maybe. And I didn't use much gold here either. After doing that gigantic gold triangle, I was like, whoa, let's go easy on the gold. And then for this last one, I decided to go back to doing those stripes that I did in my previous video. I'll link it below so you guys can watch it if you haven't seen it. Using washi tape and then using the gold to make these background stripes, which I think looks so nice. It's such a cool technique. I would never really use washi tape to do this kind of stuff before, and it's really helpful. So this last one actually isn't a sea animal, and I'm moving on to birds next because these are seabirds, so I thought that would be kind of like a nice segue. So this bird is an Atlantic puffin, and these birds, they were so adorable. I actually draw it like really massive on the page. I was going to draw the entire body, but then I draw the head too big, and by the time I got to the bottom of the body, I was too lazy to rub it out again and draw it, so I just cut the body off. But you're not missing much, you're just missing some feet, and I guess you guys know what feet look like. So this little puffin can dive up to 60 meters and hold its breath for more than a minute, and they are mainly threatened by oil spills, overfishing, and human disturbance such as tourism, because when they all go to like their breeding areas, I guess tourists like to go watch them and it disturbs their breeding, so not as much breed. But he has eaten some little fish, and I don't think I got the fish that well like drawn in its mouth, but I really love how it turned out, like the colours and the little feathers and stuff. So that is the Atlantic puffin. That is all 5 of the drawings. I was hoping to have a video out this week of the next 5, but seeing as I'm 4 behind, I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but fingers crossed. So I hope you enjoyed watching that video and your Inktober's going well, or your October's going well. Thanks for watching. Bye!